I just posted a video where most people are in agreement. Of course, this is my opinion. Some people are saying no, that I am leading people to draw conclusions. Perhaps you're right. Yes, I do not have all the facts. So let's look at it together. So what we have here, this happened yesterday in North Carolina. An unmarked Black Hawk helicopter. I think we can assume probably not a private helicopter. There are no markings on the tail. The transponder is off and the occupants have their faces covered. This has all been verified by multiple people on the ground. It comes in over a very crowded area where there are volunteers staging equipment to go out to bring relief to those that have been caught up and had their homes and lives destroyed in the flood. As you can see, the helicopter comes down and the rotor wash blows all the equipment around. Not to mention, hovering in an area like that with so many people is inherently dangerous on its own. The most vulnerable time of a helicopter's flight is in a hover like that. Can you imagine how many people would have been killed or injured if that would have come down? Now, I'm not a helicopter pilot, but as a wildland firefighter, I worked at a level where I worked a lot around helicopters and have actually been responsible for directing and commanding helicopters for bucket drops. I can tell you this, that as far as ground crew and especially pilots and air crew, they're very, very much aware of rotor wash, what takes place on the ground. We had to go to extreme precautions in our equipment and gear to make sure that everything was lashed and secured. For example, even hard hats have to have chin straps because everyone knows the damage that prop wash or rotor wash can cause on the ground. Are we not told that our military pilots are the best and the brightest? Do you think that the pilot didn't understand for a moment what would take place on the ground when he flared that propeller? He knew exactly what was going on there, in my opinion. You have structures. These are not military tents that are staked down, industrial strength. These are Walmart awnings. Clearly, you can see, anyone could identify this. Transponder off, faces covered, no markings on the airframe, and then they dip and then they leave. So don't give me this BS about, oh, they're just looking for a suitable landing spot. Do you think military or government helicopters don't have established LZs? You know, they have protocols. They don't just land randomly in crowds of people unannounced. This is very unprecedented. This would not be done, not in my opinion. I mean, who are you going to believe? The government or guys on the internet or your lying eyes? Can you not see it for yourself? Now, yes, I'd be willing to admit who knows what could happen, but I find it highly unlikely that trained pilots weren't exactly aware of what they were doing and what would happen. Why would they be landing there anyway? There wasn't an LZ there. They didn't have authorization to land. There was no purpose for them to land. This, to me, in my opinion, seems like it's nothing more than trolling. Just thought that would be super funny. As if the folks on the ground didn't have enough trouble putting these kids and families at risk, tearing up this equipment. For what? Is that funny? I don't think it's funny at all. I'd like to see whoever was responsible for that to lose their careers and certainly lose their ability to ever fly a helicopter again. This is demonic and this is cruel. And this is just, in my opinion, an example of the disconnect between federal employees, state employees, and the people. They don't see us as their own. They see us as the adversary. Now you're going to say not all, but I don't care about not all. The fact that others draw the paycheck and they watch people being abused and they watch and they put up with and they cover for the bad apples in the organizations, that they're complicit, in my opinion. Look at it yourself. Use your own reason and come to your own conclusion. I don't need to lead anyone to an answer or what's behind this. The thing speaks for itself. May God bless you and your families. Please keep us in your prayers, and we'll see you all on the next video.